I really want me doing this to be as seamless as possible. So, like, you can't always wait to film until your hair is dry. You just can't. It's just not practical. It's time for the week 1 check-in. I'm having my first cup of coffee at 1 p.m. because they shut the water off this morning. But it's back on now, so we're happy. Week 1 of The Artist's Way was recovering a sense of safety. So at the end of each chapter, she has a weekly check-in list. So I just went through and answered those in my journal, and we're gonna summarize here. First question, how many days did you do your morning pages? Happy to report that the answer is 7 out of 7 days. It's gotten me into a good habit of waking up at the same time more consistently because I know that I have to get those done. I wouldn't say that like morning pages is my favorite thing in the world, because the point of it is not to like make art or like be creative necessarily. It's just to write and that's it. It can get boring sometimes because I get bored of myself. Sometimes I have things that I like specifically want to write about. A lot of the time it's not. I've only had to do the like writing blah 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 a few times when I couldn't think of what else to say. But that's all right. We're not judging the morning pages. We're not evaluating them really. We're just doing them and moving on. So that's fine. I've really enjoyed giving myself stickers every time that I finish. So that's been lovely. It really just makes it, oh my God, I just remembered that I bought these trophy stickers to use when I finish the week. So let's pop these bad boys out right now. Hell yeah. Second question, did you do your artist date? And yes, I did. I did it pretty early on in the week. I took my ass to Michael's craft stores and just dilly-dallied in there for like 45 minutes. So I'm out to do my artist date for week 1. I decided to do one of the ideas she suggested, which was like taking herself to the craft store and buying a bunch of stickers. Because I've really enjoyed kind of highlighting, annotating in my, just directly in the book itself. And I think I want to get some stickers and get a little fancy with it. So I'm gonna go do that right now. When I walked in, was immediately greeted by all of the fall stuff that is inappropriately early. I think I filmed this at the end of June. There was some kind of cute stuff, but it's at the end of the day pretty much garbage, even if it is cute garbage. Then I came across something that really took my breath away. It was this, I think they're supposed to be like book nooks, like for bookshelves. There's something about just tiny little rooms that really speaks to me. I tried to see if that fridge opened. It did not. But they're just so cute. I don't know what it is about like teeny tiny things. I just like want to have them so bad. I think for a different artist date, I want to look into trying to DIY one of these because the price just cannot be justified for me for what is just literally plastic. But I do think that it would be a really fun way to use my imagination. What a thrill. I gotta show you what I've got because there were so many things on clearance and I just went nuts. Most importantly, I went there for stickers. They were trying to trick me into buying a $12 pack because I couldn't find the like cheap ones that I wanted. but I found the clearance. They were on the bottom shelf. So this one is the biggest pack. It was $2. It is very much meant for little girls or teachers, but that's okay. There's glitter, there's butterflies, there's flowers. I feel like if the goal of this is to reconnect with the artist child, as Julia Cameron says, like this will definitely do the trick. But I did also want some just traditional, some smiley faces, got some stars as well. I think I want to use these for doing my morning pages because I deserve a reward for doing them. And then the last stickers I got are for really special occasions when I feel particularly proud of myself. They were in the like sports section, but I think that that'll be a fun addition. Maybe at the end of each week, I'll give myself a trophy for completing the week. That sounds really fun to me. And then I got a couple other things. I got these little magnetic canvas panels so that I can paint little pictures and hang them on my fridge. How precious. Fun activity for whenever. They had these planners on sale for $2 also. And what I liked about it, they're undated and they just have like, it's kind of more of a like notepad situation. I've banned myself from buying expensive planners that are dated because then if I don't do it fast enough or if I get behind in using the planner, then I feel like a dumb little idiot, piece of shit. So I don't want to do that anymore. But these I think could be fun because there's a little meal planning section. There's just like a bulleted to-do list section, a schedule, which the schedule's kind of dumb because it's like 9 to 5. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing my job. I'm working. But I could just use that for extra notes and then like reminders and things. And then I did buy a new notebook for my morning pages, which I didn't really want to do because I have habit of like buying notebooks and then not using them. But I just started in the middle of a different notebook for my morning pages, but I'm only 3 days in, so I think I could just rip those out, tape them in here so that I have them. But I have ideas, I have plans to turn this into a craft. I want to decorate the cover, and I was thinking of maybe pasting a picture of me from childhood here as kind of a reminder of like, this is the innocent child who you're being mean to when you're telling yourself you're a piece of shit. So don't do that. And then I liked that the pages were blank because the journal that I've been writing in, it's like the dotted line kind, and the spaces are just too small. My arm is cramping up so bad trying to like stay in the lines of that, so I think I need to release myself from the prison of dotted lines. So yeah, big haul. I have to go grab some groceries now, so on my way to go do that. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Describe them. I did want to talk a little bit about, so like I edited the video that I posted earlier this week, and I had the time of my life editing that video. It's so satisfying to remove all of the like dead air from the shit that you say because you sound so much smarter when the video's edited. I think it's similar to why I really enjoy editing writing. Like, I love taking a 2-wordy paragraph and cutting that shit down. I love slice and dicing. Also, when I was editing that, I locked into a flow state that I haven't felt in probably years, to be honest. There are not that many things that can hold my focus like that. So I think that was a really good realization and a really good impetus to keep doing YouTube, even if like literally nobody ever watches these. I enjoy making them, and that's enough of a reason. Another thing that I noticed during this week is my impulse to take pictures of things that I find interesting, like while I'm out and about. I think I do it because I want to remember to write about it later. And I don't want to forget like the details. I have very rarely ever gone back to my camera roll to be like, oh yeah, what was that thing that I wanted to write about? There was a moment on one of my walks this week where I saw just like a butterfly and then a like feather like twirl through the air, and I thought that was really striking, and I was like, oh, I wish I could have got that on video or on taking a picture of that in time. And I got home and I wanted to write about it. And because I didn't have photographic or videographic evidence of it, I had to really rely on my memories of the moment. But this was just like a journal entry that I made about it. I think there needs to be a balance between appreciating beauty in the present moment rather than capturing it like an exotic bird you would confine to a cage or a camera roll. I suppose writing about the experience is another way of capturing it, just with a container of words. But this container is one I have to build myself, word by word. It requires reflection, and it requires attention in the moment that it's happening. I think I have tended to rely on a camera to be an archive of moments or things I come across that are odd or interesting. I snap the picture, relieved that I now have the evidence that I can return to later. But very rarely do I ever actually return to that thing later. It's like I see something, realize it's something I'm intrigued by, then take a picture as some kind of insurance so that I can quickly return to my passive mind landscape. If I don't take the picture, I must immerse myself in the details to absorb and remember what it was that struck me about it, and quickly find my way to a pen and paper before I lose my thought. I'm thinking of my ideas as something I can collect, as if that is as good as doing something with them, like scavenging for shells on the beach and then placing them in a cardboard box, never to be seen again. But some ideas demand immediate action. They are time-sensitive and can expire if left to rot. I need to be more mindful of giving ideas the time and respect they deserve while they are ripe. Not to wax too philosophical, but that was a realization I had, that I want to be able to jump on things while I'm feeling inspired rather than like just adding the idea to a list in my phone. I'm waiting for like the perfect time where I'll feel like I have my thoughts collected about it. And like, that's probably not gonna come unless you actually try writing about it. Yeah, that was week 1 of The Artist's Way. So yeah, I will see you next week.